What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Y'all saw the title. Y'all been saying y'all wanted me to react to these sisters. I've never heard of them myself. Personally, I don't be on TikTok like that. I need to go back on TikTok because y'all be wanting me to do reactions on there too. So it's in the works. It's in the works. Y'all gotta bear with me. I have all these channels, Patreon and TikTok. I got a lot of stuff going on. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm big boss. You know, I got it. I'm strong. Um, but when I looked up their names, a lot of these kind of videos popped up. So I'm gonna watch a couple videos, I guess, about them to know more about them. They do have a YouTube channel. They got some motion because they posted a video in one day, got 1,000,000 views. So they got that kind of motion. Um, I know it's supposed to be sisters. I think it's two sisters. I'm not sure. I haven't really. I don't know, y'all. I don't know these girls. So we finna watch this. Something about them having pretty privilege. That's why they blew up or whatever. I guess the history of how they blew up. I don't know. And then take heed, you gonna see Axel coming in and out. Hello, sir. Why you busting my room like that? And then you just gonna walk out like you ain't did nothing? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure y'all subscribe. We're on our way to 2K. And yeah, I want to go ahead because I want to know more about these girls. And like I said, ignore Axel because he's just walking around. Girl, Axel being Axel.
Okay, so pretty privilege.
I just saw a video that said pretty privilege is so real because you can be as weird as you want, but if you're hot, you're still gonna get invited places and you're not gonna be a weird girl. You're still gonna be hot.
Pretty privilege is such a real thing. Why? Because pretty girls do not have to spend that much money on clothing or accessories. Why, you might ask? Because the face is the outfit. When you're pretty, no one's looking at your fucking outfit. Let's be so fucking for real. They're looking at your face. Because you're pretty.
Pretty privilege is so intriguing to me because as long as you're attractive, basically any of your bad traits can be seen as a good thing.
So weird though, you can be as weird as you want. It's completely overlooked. You're just hot. Like, how did that happen?
It's everywhere in TikTok right now, and honestly, it's not just some random trend. It's a real social thing that affects tons of people every single day. We'd like to think today that it's all about personality, talent, or what you create, right? But nope, when it comes to social media, how you look still holds massive power.
Yep.
So today I want to dive into what pretty privilege actually means, how it plays out on TikTok, and why it's kind of harmful, not just for people who don't fit into these narrow beauty standards, but even for those who do. So what is pretty privilege anyway? It's basically all the advantages people get just because they're considered attractive by society's standards, but, and it is really important, these standards are super narrow and honestly kind of exclusive. Especially on TikTok, pretty usually means fitting this Western Eurocentric ideal, like being tall, thin, white, flawless skin, basically the picture perfect.
Notice you don't see nobody of color. I haven't seen not one colored person pop up on their hair. But I've been hearing that about TikTok. Like, they promote certain groups of people the most. But then what they getting famous off of, they don't create the dances. The people of color create the trends and the dances. But they get all the recognition, and the one that created the dances and the trends, they don't. That I know. But you notice there ain't nobody up here that I have seen. I don't see nobody of color. Not one person. The only color I see is the eyes. What's up with that? I don't see nobody.
Look, you see
Still don't see nobody.
And the crazy thing, people who fit that mold get treated way better.
Okay, I
They
saw
get
an
more
Asian
likes,
girl. That
more
was it.
followers, better job opportunities, sometimes even freebies, all because of their appearance. Meanwhile, people who don't fit that mold might be ignored or even face outright discrimination.
Oh, wow.
And it's unfair, but unfortunately that's real. You've probably seen Pretty Privilege blowing up on TikTok. It's actually got over
Well, two
150
sisters?
million views.
Right there?
That's insane. It's out there in the open with creators sharing their real experiences. Like Medline Ford, a Canadian model who talks about how her looks have literally gotten her free meals, beauty products, and VIP treatment at events. But it's not all glam. Some creators have posted side-by-side videos showing
still
how
don't
their
see
social
nobody of color.
experiences changed dramatically after physical makeover. Suddenly they were getting kindness, attention, opportunities they never had before. And it shows just how much your appearance can shape your whole social experience. And that's kind of wild, right? And now I want you to welcome the Kalogera sister.
Oh, they're triplets! They're triplets, right? They got the same face. Are they triplets? Y'all love twins. I want twins myself. I can't imagine having triplets though. I wouldn't mind it though. I really want twins. Like, I want twins. You see how he just busted? Stop being disrespectful. But I always wanted twins. Always. Wow. So, these two, they look exactly alike. Let me know down below if they're triplets. Because they just might just be sisters. They look alike.
They're basically a blueprint of what a lot of people now call TikTok pretty. So their rise on social media is a perfect example of how the algorithm and audience attention often favor conventionally attractive faces, especially when they're paired with a Polish aesthetic and curated lifestyle. Each sister started making TikToks on their own, but when they teamed and created lifestyle, each sister started.
Okay, so it's a girl named Sunday. I never heard nobody named Sunday. That's different. Sunday, Ileana, and Demetra. Did I say her name right? Demetra. So I wonder who's older, like in order. They look like they triplets though. So Sunday, Ileana, and Demetra. Okay.
Making TikToks on their own, but when they teamed up, their popularity just exploded. Their videos are mostly synchronized dances, fashion showcases, beauty routines, and lifestyle vlogs. They've got this flawless skin, symmetrical faces, and trendy outfits that fit perfectly.
They got the body, they got the stomach, they get all that.
And TikTok's algorithm seems to love them for it, pushing their videos to millions of people. Their content, fashion.
Well, I like the outfits. Hold on. But y'all like this blue. This blue right here. Y'all know that's my favorite color now. I like that what she got on. The fashion eats. So they that type, y'all. I see what she's saying then. Is that all their content? They just stand in front of the camera and do the bare minimum? It's some girls out here that got TikTok famous. We gotta be honest, y'all. It's some girls that got TikTok famous. They don't do a lot. All they do is stand in the camera, lip sync a song, move their arms like this or their hips. They really don't be doing what I see other creators be doing. They really be putting in the dances, the trends, all that. They actually put the work in. I'm just being honest. And there's some folks on TikTok, they'll do a video, everybody will just blow up. But it's like, they not really doing, as much. You can't really say it's hard work. I'm just being honest. I feel like ain't nobody honest no more. Are they that type? They just... And then I think what's helping them too, they're triplets too. I think they're triplets. Got the same face. Because she literally said when they're together, they really explode. But then they have their separate TikToks. But a lot of people love twins though, y'all. Like me personally, I would watch videos of twins. I would do that on TikTok. Twins. So it's like, is that all their content? I mean, get your money. They getting their money. They getting their money. Get your money. But it's all they doing is just stand in front of a camera. Everybody can't do that. So I get it. I believe in the privilege. I believe it's a lot of girls that can stand in front of the camera doing the exact same thing. They're not going to get the same views. Which is crazy to me. But that is social media, sadly. It's supposed to be fun. Why we got all these rules now? It used to be so much fun when it first came out. Now it's a drag. Like, that's probably why I avoid it, because I just hate to see it.
Move on to the next if you're done with your ex.
Their
they
content,
just standing
fashion
there.
hauls, dance trends, beauty routines isn't super new or groundbreaking, but because they check TikTok pretty boxes, flawless skin, symmetrical features, styled hair, trendy outfits, they've been able to blow up really fast. And this is where pretty privilege really kicks in. It's not just about being good looking, it's about fitting into a very specific kind of beauty that TikTok loves to promote.
That heart outfit.
And you often see comments on forums and Reddit threads wondering if their success is more about their appearance than the actual content. People aren't necessarily hating, it's just the part of a bigger question. Would they be as popular if they didn't look the way they do?
Probably.
When young people see these creators gaining huge followings because of how they look, it can suggest that changing your appearance is the key to success. On top of that, the Kalogera sisters also come from a pretty privileged background. Their dad is a businessmen and their mom is literally a fashion designer. So
Oh,
they've
their
had
mom is a
access
fashion
to
designer.
professional
Okay.
styling,
That makes
expensive clothes. And it's so important because pretty privilege isn't just about looks. It's all about having the resources to maintain and package those looks in a way that appeals to the platform. Their coordinated
Okay, it makes
outfits, glam
sense.
vibes don't
Their
just
mom's a
happen
fashion
by
designer.
chance. They're part of a brand, one that's been shaped by both beauty and access. And they definitely have fans who adore them, especially for their fashion confidence and sister dynamic. But there's also some criticism. Some people feel like their videos lack substance and that they're only being rewarded because they look a certain way. And that right there is where the TikTok pretty privilege conversation really shows up. It's not about whether the sisters are talented or not. It's about how social media often puts appearance above originality, and how that makes it way harder for creators who don't fit the mold to get noticed.
They do. It's
Leah
true,
Holton
y'all.
is
It's
another
true.
big
That's
example.
crazy.
She perfectly shows how beauty
Who this
standards
is?
drive social media success. She
I do
fits
not
the
know none of
classic
these
Western
people,
beauty
y'all. Who is
ideals,
this?
glowing skin, symmetrical features, full lips, and that soft glam
Oh, her name
makeup
is
style
Leah?
that's all about looking flawless and youthful. Leah's videos are often super simple, just
Ain't
like
she just wearing lip
posing or
liner?
moving gently to trending music.
Yeah, she's
But
just
they
wearing
go
lip
viral
liner.
all the time. And that's because TikTok's algorithm loves faces like hers, even if the videos don't have much story or educational value.
Has Kyrie texted you back?
It's sad,
I don't
y'all,
wanna
because
talk
it's
about it.
true.
How was the math test?
Don't want to talk.
Crazy. Oh, she had to bleep it out. To,
And I can't believe the video got 1
Yeah.
billion views for that. And that
Wha-
right there
wait,
has sparked
wait,
some-
wait. She got 1 billion views off that? I told y'all. What did I just say? Some folks can just stand in front of a camera or lip sync something and they can get viral. They can get famous. Like, how? How? You telling me she got 1 billion views for this? You see that, Axel? You must heard me. Look, she got 1 billion views, Axel, for this. You see it? You just gonna walk out? Forget you then. I'm tired. Hold on. Yeah, she's just
And I can't believe the
she's
video
just
got
lip-syncing.
1 billion views for that. And that right there has
Wow.
sparked some debates about TikTok and its crazy bias. How
that's
it
every
favors
app.
creators
It's not just TikTok though, it's every app. Literally every app. That's
for
crazy.
just pretty, even when they're not making the most original or meaningful content, while other creators spend hours writing sketches, making tutorials,
Yep.
or telling stories.
Yep, they put the
Leah's
work
videos ride almost entirely on her looks and vibe. And Leah isn't just lucky, she benefits from this so-called pretty privilege. The algorithm literally rewards her because her face grabs attention fast. And it's not just about her effort or creativity, but this bigger system bias built into digital culture. And it's so wild to think how much of success on TikTok depends on these hidden biases.
There's such a big difference between TikTok pretty and normal pretty, and I'm really worried for the young girls growing up in this digital age and how that's gonna affect their self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because I am a grown-ass woman and it still affects my self-esteem. So this is what I would call TikTok pretty. This is what I look like when I post TikTok videos, because this is what people like. This is like how videos get views when I look like this. And then this is what I actually look like. So this
Oh,
filter
wow.
is just makeup. So if I wear makeup, this is what I look like. I don't look like the prior when I wear
Oh,
makeup.
wow.
The prior is just a filter to make me look TikTok
She's
pretty.
still pretty,
And
though.
I'm pretty confident with how
She's
I
still
look
pretty.
in real life. But I can't get myself to post a video like this because people on TikTok don't find this, like, this isn't TikTok pretty, so it's not going to get views if I
Wow.
post a video.
She's
like
pretty
this.
though.
And one
she's
big issue with the
she's
rise of
naturally
super
pretty.
polished, conventionally
She's pre-
attractive
that's
creators like the
insane.
Kalogera sisters or Leah Holton is that it creates a kind of bottleneck on TikTok's discovery system, because the algorithm tends to favor faces and aesthetics that fit this narrow beauty standard, and it also pushes these creators to the top over and over again. But what does that really mean for everyone else? Like, imagine for a second yourself spending hours crafting clever skits, teaching cool skills, or sharing unique stories.
can get
But still
discouraged.
getting lost in the
That's-
sea of
that's-
videos because the algorithm keeps pushing those flawless faces front
I
and
still don't
center.
see nobody
That's
of
not just
color.
frustrating, it's actually
Nobody.
quite discouraging. And
No
it can make creators feel
melanin.
invisible
Nothing.
and quite undervalued. And I know that some people at this point might be asking why this matters even. You know, it's not just unfair for individual creators, it also hurts TikTok as a platform. When the algorithm favors one kind of creator over the other, it reduces the variety of content we see. Social media should be the place where anyone can find an audience, no matter their background or appearance.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about something that comes up every single time someone speaks about pretty privilege, the gaslighting response. And honestly, it drives me crazy.
Alright, I could guess what
Gaslighting
they
is
said.
basically when someone tries to make you question your own reality or experiences.
I decided I'm gonna start gaslighting you.
You're gonna start gaslighting me?
That's not what I said.
You literally just said
You're
you're gonna.
being dramatic.
But in the context of pretty privilege, it usually sounds like this. You're just jealous. It's not that
I already
deep.
knew it.
Everyone struggles. Just work harder.
Yep, I already
Maybe you're
knew
just
it.
bitter because you're not pretty.
Wow, literally, this is sad. I literally predicted what they would say, and they said the exact same thing that I was thinking. Literally, you're just mad because you're not pretty. The stuff that people say. One thing about comments, that's why I'll never take comments serious, the negative ones. It's easy to post a negative comment, but you're not gonna post yourself. You're not gonna say it to the person's face. You're not that bold. People that do negative comments, they're not bold at all. They a little scary. They a little shaky. Because if you do a TikTok and it flop, does that mean you're not pretty too? Like, folks gotta just watch what they say. Because it's like, doesn't it apply to you too? See what I'm saying? So it's best to just not comment at all if it's not gonna be positive. Because it don't make you look smart, make you look a little slow. It's just the truth. But this right here, y'all, this is what I hate because it's going to discourage people who actually have talent, who actually could be great content creators because they're put in this standard. Even me. Even I thought about changing my appearance like later, like when I first started. Because I was like, oh man, if I was a pretty girl, maybe. And then if I put like certain stuff in my thumbnail, maybe people will watch my video. Girl, I want to change my appearance now, but it's not even about this. It's about me. And how I want to look. Forget all this. I feel like it's not enough real women. And when I say real women, I mean girls that literally look like themselves and they don't look like TikTok pretty or Instagram model. And most of that stuff is just filters and edits anyway. It's not real. We need more real people and real content creators. Social media used to be fun. And now it's this evil place. It just don't make no sense. It's just dumb now. It's like it used to be so much fun when we were teenagers. 2016, 2017. It was more fun. That's what it's for. It's for entertainment. It's supposed to be for fun. Not for people to hate themselves or question their looks or do all this other stuff. That's why I really hope me being a content creator or an influencer, I don't do this. I really don't want to promote that kind of stuff. I don't agree with it, and it's very sad. And you see, I still ain't seen, this video about to be over, I still ain't seen nobody of no melanin, no color, no Latina, nobody of color that tells you more than you need to know. Making us creators having to work harder, people of color, which is sad. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, some of our content be better, and it still don't get put out, all this other stuff we put out. It irks me so much. But that's sad. You're beautiful. Just know that. You're a beautiful girl. You're beautiful. You're handsome, man. Anybody who's watching, there's nothing wrong with you. Do not let social media put you in a prison in your mind telling you you're not good enough. Because this stuff is fake at the end of the day. A lot of social media ain't real. That's why you gotta learn how to separate reality and social media. But this right here is sad. I hate this so much. Oh, I don't like this.
Like, what? Instead
don't
of
like
acknowledging the real systemic bias people face for not fitting the beauty standards, the conversation just gets turned around to make you feel like you're the one who has the problem for ever noticing it in the first place. And this is where it gets really dangerous because it makes people feel like crazy or petty for pointing out obvious patterns. If someone shares how differently they were treated before and after the glow up, or how their content gets ignored because they don't look the part, the gaslight response is basically saying, that's not real. You're just insecure. It totally derails the conversation and invalidates experiences that are backed up by actual trends, actual data, and thousands of similar stories. And here's the truth. The gaslight response doesn't happen because people don't understand what pretty privilege is. It happens because they're uncomfortable acknowledging it. It threatens this idea that social media is a meritocracy.
It's like basically they gaslighting themselves. The people that's gaslighting you to think that you're not pretty, you're insecure because they're doing this and it don't work for you. The same people that say that, they're literally gaslighting themselves while gaslighting you, which makes no, like I said, you can't take these comments seriously. It makes no sense. Everybody literally just gaslighting each other. Ooh, you're just not pretty. You're just not this. So you feel that way too. That it make it make sense, boo. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Or that we all have equal
Everybody's
opportunities if we just
gaslighting.
try hard enough. But the truth is, some people
They're
can
not even
post
trying
3-second videos blinking at the camera and go viral. while
Right.
others are
How you
pouring
gonna,
hours
so how you gonna say somebody ain't working hard when they're not working hard? This pisses me off. You know how stressful this is to even do YouTube, and I have all these channels to record and do all this, and you telling me somebody else could do this? Just you're not listening to nothing they're saying, and they can get famous. While it's creators like me and other people that's actually doing the work, that irks me so bad. They're not even doing anything. So how can people say you're not working hard enough? They're not doing anything but blinking and standing in front of a camera, lip syncing, moving their hips side to side, barely even moving, eating something, recording themselves eating something. Ooh, this irks me. Now, I was good this whole video, but now it's starting to irk me, like, for real.
the creative edits and barely get seen. But when you say, hey, maybe this has something to do with the way I look, and people immediately shut you down, it's not a fair debate. And it silences real conversations we actually need to have. When kindness is conditional. Okay, so I'm gonna pause for a second and show you what I actually mean when I say that kindness can be totally conditional. Like, this isn't just a theory that I came up with, it's actually real and it shows up all the time on TikTok. I came across some videos where creators did transformations or glow-ups, and honestly the difference in how people treat them before and after is kind of wild. So I'm gonna react to a few right now and we'll break down what's actually happening.
Get ready with me while I talk about how my life changed after glowing up. Here are the credentials. First, almost everyone treats you better.
The same, really. She just got makeup on.
Basically everyone. People seem to be like more interested in what you say too, in contrast to before where you're kind of just more invisible. Second is that when you're attractive, it's more acceptable to be weird. So
she's
like
already
attractive.
Quirky, but nobody is ugly.
You're just seen as more strange.
And this is the perfect example of how society, and especially social media, gives more kindness, more attention, and even basic respect if you
don't put Kylie on here.
Standards.
Come on now, it's Kylie.
Whether you are pretty or ugly in this world, it decides how you are treated. I've spoken about this before and I'm gonna do it again because it's like some people don't understand that being considered ugly or like fat and so on really decides whether or not you're treated good or bad in a lot of situations. Why is the world built like this? I couldn't freaking tell you who decided that how you look depends on who gets treated like asshole and who doesn't, and who decided who looks bad enough to get treated like asshole and who doesn't. But what I can tell you is pretty privilege definitely exists.
And this is actually so real. You can feel this frustration in the voice. People treat you like you're invisible, and it makes you wonder, where are they even seeing you as a real person in the first place? And it's not just compliments, it's like job offers, networking, or even just people being nicer. And this is the part that messes with your head. Like, is kindness really about character? Or is it just about looking the part? So yeah, these videos are funny, frustrating, and honestly a little bit depressing. They show that pretty privilege isn't just about getting free stuff. It's about how people decide who deserves kindness, respect, and even basic human decency. And if that's something we're teaching ourselves and younger users through content like this, that your value goes up only when you look a certain way, that's a big problem.
They're gonna believe
I don't think people are evil for doing this. I think that we've just gotten so used to it and we just forget to question it. And this is where everything gets really complicated because young people are watching all of this. And we're talking about 12, 13, 14-year-olds who are forming their identities while scrolling through hundreds of faces that look perfect. It's not just adults romanticizing beauty, it's kids learning that being attractive equals being successful, loved, and valuable. And that kind of message really messes up with your head. What happens is that your self-worth gets tied to your appearance. that cycle gets repeated. You get obsessed with filters, over edit your photos, you want some
Yep.
cosmetic surgeries because you want to look
Yep,
young,
especially them
you develop
surgeries.
body
Oh my
image issues,
gosh.
or even eating disorders. And just
Yeah.
to close this up, I want to answer the question, why should you care even if you don't fit the pretty mold? Because pretty privilege keeps pushing this narrow and unrealistic ideas of what's valuable and successful. When TikTok and other platforms reward just one type of look, it makes millions of people feel like they have to change themselves, sometimes in unhealthy ways, to fit in. Pretty privilege sets up this weird system where worth is too often judged by looks instead of what people actually bring to the table. Their creativity, their personality, authenticity, their talents. At the end of the day, pretty privilege is shaping who gets seen and heard online, but it's not the best way to decide what's valuable. We gotta recognize these biases and support people for who they actually are, not just how they look. So next time you scroll through TikTok, try to notice who's getting the spotlight and why. And if you see someone breaking the mold, someone with a different look or vibe, give them some chance, give them a like, subscribe. Your attention can help change the game. So what do you think? Has TikTok made us more aware of pretty privilege or just made it worse? Drop all your thoughts down below in the comments. I want to hear your take. And this is everything for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next episode. Bye.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't care if I have pretty privilege, if I don't have it. I'm just me. And hopefully that's enough. That's enough for me. You are enough, fam. I hope that's enough for you. Just be you, fam. It don't matter if you have privileges or not. Just be who you are. This stuff is not real. It's very harmful, very toxic, and it's very sad to see. If anything, just motivated me just to be myself even more and not conform to this world. Because this world is just, they just corrupt. And it's just so dumb. These folks out here getting surgeries, hurting themselves, mutilating themselves. Because they feel like they're not good enough because of what they've seen. I'm a victim of this myself. I've used filters. I've done that because I thought, hey, maybe my face isn't really done up. I need to wear makeup and stuff like this. I'm a victim myself. Now I just don't care no more. I'm just me. If nobody's gonna accept it, they're just not gonna accept it. It's too much work, y'all. It's too much work trying to be somebody that you're not. Just be yourself, fam. Cause it's like it's so lame and boring to be like everybody else. You were born and made different for a reason. So just stand out. Yes, it's scary to stand out. Yes, it's probably different to stand out, but you're gonna stand out period point blank because you're already different. You can't keep rejecting that part of yourself. Just be who you are, fam. This right here. And to me, the only thing that makes a person ugly, and I think I told y'all this before, the only thing that makes a person ugly to me is how they treat other people. How they treat themselves and how they treat other people. That determines to me if you're a beautiful person, if you're an ugly person. I really don't care for appearances. I already learned growing up what appearances can really do. Somebody can have a nice face and then ruin your whole life. I've had those experiences. Running in with people that look good, look nice, ruin, and part of the reason why I have certain issues in my life that I gotta work through. That stuff is not worth it. This stuff right here, it'll make you not want to be a part of social media, but I see why God put me in social media because it's so dark. And with a lot of darkness, you need light. So if you're a content creator like me and you're trying to make a difference, you're trying to be different, you are the light. So continue to be that light. Because if you try and be like everybody else, then you just try and be in the dark, just like everybody else. So be that light. They'll make a change. They'll just be a change. Because this right here, this is sad. And I have cousins and stuff that be on social media. This stuff is harmful, and I just hope it changes. I hope I help change it. At least me and other people can help change this. Because this is not what social media was for. And this is sad to see. But yeah, this was a small introduction to the sisters. I'll watch more stuff, but this is the first thing that popped up. I'm just watching random stuff on this channel. Y'all already know. We're gonna watch more stuff. Just let me know what y'all thought about this video. It's very sad to see. Like I said, you're beautiful the way you are. I don't care what you look like. Your character, your personality is what makes you attractive. That's just my opinion. You can agree to disagree. It don't really matter. But yeah, This is just sad. If anything, it just motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing and just to be myself. If I want to be girly, I can be girly. If I want to be a tomboy, I'll be a tomboy. There ain't nobody business as long as I'm happy with that. As long as you're happy with it, do not change it. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next video. This right here. Y'all just let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'm gonna see y'all. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way.